Did you ever mess with CBD at all?
CBD.
You don't know what that is?
No.
No. Interesting. CBD is a non-psychoactive form of hemp.
Yeah.
And it's a radical inflammation fighter. And a lot of people that have like some pretty significant injuries to the brain, a lot of fighters take it like right after fights. It used to be, it's still questionable federally.
Yeah.
Like they're trying, there's some pushes to try to make it illegal just because of pharmaceutical drug companies kind of putting pressure on them. It doesn't do anything in terms of like get you high or anything.
No, I've actually
inflammation.
I actually read a little bit about that just a couple weeks ago because it controls anxiety.
Yes.
And has helped a lot of people with that. One of the problems that I face just on the regular every day is where my anxiety is. Like when I read about that stuff you're talking about.
I'll get you some.
All right.
It'll help. CBD is amazing. And you know what's really good? There's some muscle balms that work really good on sore joints and stuff. I mean, but like, and nothing I've ever used before. Better than anything. CBD just gets right into the muscles and just relaxes all the inflammation. And the best part about it is it's 100% natural and no side effects. There's nothing.
Right.
But in terms of like, there's a bunch of different CBD oils you can take, and you just they chill you out, but they don't get you high or anything.
Right.
You're not weirded out, but they just calm you down.
Right.
And I wonder how much that calming down is because of inflammation, just reducing inflammation, and it seems that your body knows what to do with it.
Yeah.
Your body's like, oh, I know what this is. This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got Ted Nugent into it.
Really?
Man, Ted Nugent, before he came on here, he was telling me how he's all anti-marijuana and this and that, and we had this conversation about it. It makes people lazy. I'm like, I don't think it does, man. I think people are just lazy.
Yeah.
And I told him, because I know he's got some serious knee problems. He had all these knee surgeries. He's a madman. He used to jump off the top of the fucking stage and land on the ground and blew his meniscus out.
Yeah.
I got him on the CBD bomb now, and he texted me the other day and said, there's not a thing I've ever used that's helped me like this before.
Really?
Yeah, so now I'm having cases sent to him like every week.
Nice.
Yeah, he loves the shit. I mean, he wants to endorse it, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the Motor City Madman, Ted Nugent, super anti-marijuana, wants to endorse a cannabis product that's helped his knees.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't do anything to you psychologically. It doesn't affect you.
No. Yeah.
Other than calm you down.
Yeah. That's what I read about it. It doesn't have that part of the drug that makes you high.
My friend's son has it's a type of epilepsy, Brendan Schaub, and he's started giving his kid CBD oil, and it stopped the epilepsy in its tracks.
Yeah, I think I read where they're it's been used for that for years.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, to help for seizures and stuff.
Yeah, for seizures. Yeah. It's just a radical inflammation decreaser. It figures out a way. It has some sort of an interaction with your body where it just reduces inflammation. But it's just it's
here.
The revenue's in. Your grandma feels better.
Yep.
You know, the Alzheimer's, the people that have all these serious issues that CBD is fixing, arthritis patients. People with like real problems that are not finding any other solution that works the way cannabis does.
Listen, I do take CBD. Literally during that fight, I was using topical CBD the whole time. So I guess
you take oral too.
I do. I take CBD.
Oral's excellent
daily, but I don't know. Infinite CBD sponsors our podcast and the festivals. Well, they're also. I'll get you a bunch of products because they're a really great company that supports comedy. They sponsored my tour when I was preparing for my special. They're fucking dope. But I take it daily. I take the oil just because. Apparently all of the benefits that it has with getting your body back into homeostasis and making you feel better and getting back in line. I don't know the fucking effects. I smoke weed every day as well, so I'm sure I'm getting CBD effects as well. But in my mind, I'm going, well, I have a bunch of this stuff. I know that since I started taking it, I weirdly feel better, but I can't really connect. You said before you take CBD and you go into another realm.
Well, I was taking 1 and 1. It's like 1 gram of CBD to 1 gram of THC. Like it's one part. So whatever milligrams you have, it's both. Like if it's 10 milligrams CBD, it's 10 milligrams of weed as well. It's potent. Yeah. But I take regular CBD too, though. I take oil. I feel like it's very beneficial and much more potent in terms of its anti-inflammatory benefits than just smoking it. Smoking it does something for you. It definitely reduces inflammation, makes you feel better. It's good for like sore joints.
The topical I was using.
Topical's good too.
Yeah.
But I think the real combination is topical plus the oil. You don't have to take, but a lot of people find that they have better pain relief from 1+1, like 1 part THC, 1 part. So it's like edible, like, marijuana mixed with CBD. A lot of people find great benefit in that for some reason.
Yeah, I had to trick my aunt because my aunt's so anti-drugs. And if I told her that CBD was derived from hemp, she wouldn't take it. But she has bad arthritis, and I gave it to her for that, and she loves it. And then I told her after the fact, but it's great. I mean, dude,
it's just a plant, folks, and if you just get straight CBD, it has no psychoactive properties. It's not gonna. The only thing it's gonna do is for some folks, and it works a little bit that way with me. It alleviates some anxiety, just relaxes you.
Yeah. That's why I smoke weed too.
I slept 8.5 hours last night, and I take 100 milligrams of CBD. I take a little bit of melatonin, and I'm just out. But you got to take a lot of it, and you wake up kind of groggy when you do.
Really?
But if you're used to that, and like you get up, shake it off, 10 minutes later, you're good to go.
What's the
CBD
grogginess
works
coming
very
from?
well. Probably just overstimulation of the endocannabinoid system. You're just like super relaxed, which I want to be when I sleep.
Right, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so it works.
What about regular marijuana? Does that affect your sleep? Do you find it beneficial or no?
So CBD can enhance your deep sleep cycles. All right, which is when a good majority of your neuronal repair and recovery occurs. THC allows you to sleep, and it actually decreases sleep latency, how long it takes you to fall asleep, but it does reduce the amount of time you spend in deep sleep. Right. So if you're one of those people whose mind races, who's hypercharged up when and you got to get to sleep at night, use THC, like hit a vape pen or whatever, but know that you might miss out on some of the things you want during deep sleep: memory consolidation, neuronal repair and recovery, nervous system repair. But it's still pretty decent sleep, and you're not getting as much of a reduction in deep sleep as you would get if you were to be taking like Ambien or Valium or something that's literally just like a sledgehammer for your frontal cortex that knocks you out, but you almost get no deep sleep. So if you do this, if you were to get like a sleep tracker and test your deep sleep levels, you would find that with CBD, you don't fall asleep as fast, but you get higher deep sleep levels. And then with THC, you can fall asleep faster, but your deep sleep isn't quite as high. When you consider that CBD can counteract a lot of the effects of THC, then that means that what you could try is take THC to allow you to fall asleep faster, but then pile a whole bunch of CBD on top of that. And I've done that before too, where you just take a hit on a vape pen and then take a bunch of CBD and you shoot for the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
My second book that I'm writing now is called Cannabis for PTG. So it's how to transform post-traumatic stress into post-traumatic growth, right? Because I feel that, and we all know examples of people that have encountered really difficult obstacles in their life, and some people have succumbed to that stress and they've gone down the wrong path kind of thing, and then other people have used that stress to their advantage and they've actually become better because of it. And CBD and THC can both help facilitate that process. When you're looking at someone like a veteran, for example, the hallmark of someone who has PTSD is someone who doesn't leave their home and they can't sleep at night. So like when I see a vet in my office, a lot of the times they'll be leaving their home like 5 to 10 days a month, right? So when you give them CBD, and this is really important for people to understand, CBD has been shown to decrease learned fear. That's incredible, right? So if you can get people outside of their home, because I'm not talking about, again, someone who's, too nervous to like go to the bar with like their friends or something like that. I'm talking to people who like, it's difficult for them to go to the grocery store, just like pick up a few things. So those are the type of people that I see in my practice. So CBD is really excellent for that. Then when you look at, the nighttime component, THC, again, is excellent for reducing nightmares. That's been shown in studies. And it was even shown with one pharmaceutical drug, Nabilone. Again, I don't really use Nabilone very much because it's only one cannabinoid. And I do believe in the entourage effect and using all of the cannabinoids. So I don't use that much. But that shows that THC can reduce nightmares. And, if you have PTSD, I mean, if you talk to someone who has PTSD, and again, this comes from a clinician's point of view, they will tell you, I will try anything. Right. And that's the same way when you get with like, the parents of kids who have seizures all day. Nobody wants to see that.
The reality is CBD is proven to be at least as far as I've read, very safe and very effective for a bunch of different disorders, especially those that are about reducing and have something to do with inflammation
or seizures.
Yeah,
yes.
one of my good friends, his son has developed seizures, and CBD knocked it out, just killed it.
There does not appear to be any tolerance at the CB2 receptor. So THC attaches to the CB1 receptor, and that's where we know we can get tolerance. You know, some people, you know, they have some pain, they use some THC, and sometimes they need a little bit more. Sometimes asleep, you know, they'll use THC, it'll work, and then it'll stop working. With CBD2, we haven't seen that. Meaning, like the people who you know get seizure control, generally they don't need to increase their dose. Like the girl I was talking about earlier, you know, I first described her, I think when she was 20, when she was about 20, she's 25 now. She's never increased her dose. You know, she's just used the same amount of CBD for the last 5 years.
That's a medicine, right?